Alrighty, guys. So good news. We have a little bit of a hot fix for the JSON file just to make things a bit easier for you production staff. Now, don't forget, because I've noticed it, to turn off that FPS counter, okay? Very important. But moving on, so we're going to have to give a shout out to Lindsay, who has made all our logos resized for the streaming, which will make it so much easier. Just in general, you don't have to like mess around too much with alignments and stuff. So just make sure you do download these logos. Now, when you go for the logos, this is very important. So say you have Apollo Uranus and you have Borealis as your two teams for the day. So you download those and you go to that public documents file, which all your other things are coming from. Delete the ones from last week first, and then copy over those ones and name them Team 1 and Team 2. Those should be PNG files. We'll say team1.png if you were to go into the source file, and team2.png to go into that source file, right? Make sure, as per usual, you update the names to match Team 1 and Team 2. And then when you go to your OBS, that will automatically set all the alignments to where they're supposed to be, so you don't have to touch the you don't have to touch the alignment qualities of this at all. The only thing that you ever have to do is this caster's information bit, okay? So I notice on occasion we might have more than two casters present. So when you go into casters, if you have a third, you just have to add that in. And I've made it so that there's room for a third. Now, if you've got a really long name, remember to grab it from the corner, holding shift to make it bigger and smaller so we don't end up with like a really, really long name like this. You can either use the stretching tool if it by holding shift so the proportions are contained, or you can change the fonts manually, like the actual size of the font manually, okay? Either of those is fine, but do make sure it is in line with the caster's label there. And if you have a third, put him underneath, okay? Now, there's a hot fix for the map pool too, and we do have Lindsay to thank for all these bounding boxes. Again, this section here, you don't have to do anything. That's going to come directly from your notepad file. That'll automatically update. It'll resize. You never have to resize these. These are adaptive. They'll change size according to the length. And for map pool, we have a nice little thing here now, so you don't have to move crosses or anything. So it'll say cross map 1 top. So that tells you the location of the cross. So let's say the first team picks Lijiang. So we're going to put a cross on Nepal. So easy, right? Easy. We don't do Volskaya, so that'll be map 2 bottom. So we cross that out. Really quite simple. When teams win, same story. These are already resized. So let's see. We had Lijiang was out. So that means we're looking at map 1 top for whoever won. And in this case, Borealis won the first map. So voila, Borealis ends up over there. So this is really cool because we'll be able to easily do that, and you won't have to worry about resizing or realigning or anything like that. That's all done. So big shout out to Lindsay there for fixing that. That new JSON file must be downloaded, okay? And I'll add everybody as soon as I upload this video. Alrighty, well, thank you and good luck.